Today I'm very excited to share with you the fall 2023 knit collage make-along designs. I figured while we went through the designs I would also attempt to learn Entrelac.
So what is Entrelac? Entrelac is a knitting technique used to create a textured diamond pattern.
Today we are in my new office. So much fun to knit. My work was twisted. Oh yeah, this could be a little bit confusing. This is always what I say every single time. Oops. I think that's how you say it, Entrelac. I'm not sure. But I am going to be attempting to learn Entrelac while I share the designs with you. I have wanted to make this sweater since I believe it was the fall 2020 make-along. I was actually wrong. The Harley Sweater was a part of the spring 2021 make-along. I'm super excited to dive into the Harley Sweater. This is actually designed by Julie Robinson. She is the same one who I've mentioned a couple of times on my channel. I took her pattern grading bootcamp class, but she's super talented. She also designed the sunburst pillow, which I did for the spring 2020 make-along. I get them all mixed up and confused, but she has amazing designs and I'm super excited to dive into this awesome sweater. Actually, my friend Marquita made a crochet version and it was super cool. So let's see if we can learn this while sharing the make-along designs. I wanted to share with you the yarn that I'm going to use for this Harley sweater. I have a few leftovers from previous make-alongs and also I believe from the stockings that I made this last Christmas. And you guys may have seen, this is my most recent knit collage purchase, but I had a coupon and so I got this daisy chain in the color Grand Prismatic, but it is so beautiful, y'all. I love it so much. So I can't wait to put this in. I had almost enough leftovers to make the Harley sweater, but I needed just at least one more skein, and then also they use the wildflower yarn, and instead of buying some of that I just had some of the fabric yarn on hand that I make, and I've got a whole video about that if you want to check that out. I'll put it up here and also in the description box below. But I just used some of this batik fabric. I used to make this fabric yarn all the time and I had this color. I think this is going to look really good with all of these colors, so I'm excited to make it. This was a little bit thicker than the previous yarn that I made, so I just went ahead and made the strips smaller and then I'm tying them together. So I'm in the process of doing that right now and I'm super excited. I've got Spun Cloud and I think it's Limelight. This pink is Bubblegum Candy and this one is Dusty Blue. I think this is Dusty Blue, but I'll make sure to put all the colors and everything down below in the description box if you want to check them out for yourself. I am an affiliate with Knit Collage. If you do decide to purchase a knit along kit or some knit collage yarn, it helps me out so much if you use my affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a commission off of that sale. It's such a blessing to be an affiliate with Knit Collage and I love their yarn so much and have loved it for so many years. So some of the other yarns, I have a little bit of this Dreamland. I think this Dreamland is in the color Shooting Star, and then this is Castaway yarn, and then I've got some more daisy chain yarn, and I'm also not sure of the color of this, but I will make sure to put all of the colors down below. So I thought all of these looked really pretty together and I'm super excited to get going and learn Entrelac. Hey y'all, it's actually the next day and I did work on my sweater a little bit last night. I wanted to kind of get the hang of Entrelac before I started knitting and talking because I knew I would totally lose my place. So I did get some done last night and it's so funny because the progress that I showed you guys yesterday with the triangles, I realized after I finished that whole round that my work was twisted. So I thought I was really careful when I was joining to knit in the round that I did not twist it. I still twisted it. So I redid the whole thing and this is where I am at now. It is super fun. I have to say that it looks really intimidating, but it is really not. I mean, you do have to focus, but honestly, it is really not that difficult. It's pretty straightforward. There are a few things that if you're not familiar with it, that you might have to get used to. But overall, I am just really enjoying it, and I love seeing all the colors and seeing this like basket weave come to life. I did wear my Express Yourself sweater today, which is actually the sweater that I chose for the spring 2021 make along, but I really always wanted to make the Harley sweater as well. And so I figured I would go ahead and wear this sweater today, but I have a whole video about this one if you want to check it out. I'll link it down below. And also I've got a whole playlist of my make along makes, so I will be sure to link that down below if you want to check it out. I am super excited. This is where I'm at, and if you guys have been wanting to try Entrelac, or if you've never even heard of it but you're like, oh, that looks cool, I definitely recommend it. I mentioned this a bunch of times in my make along videos, but you really do have the opportunity to learn so many new cool techniques. I've learned several new things, and it's always been a fun challenge for me, and what I really love is that they give you so many tools to succeed. So with the 4 winning designs, they give you video tutorials for all of those designs, and then you still get the pattern for all of the winners and also all of the bonus designs. You just don't get the video tutorials for the bonus design. So you still get so many patterns. You get every single one of them. Even if you only buy the kit for one of them, you still get all the patterns. That's why I have this pattern for the Harley sweater. It's so great too because this is definitely a splurge yarn, and if you splurge on a kit, then maybe you can use some things you have in your stash for some of the other ones for this upcoming make along, and I'll tell you once we get to the designs. But I had one in mind, and then I think I decided on a different one just because I wanted to use a specific yarn, but I definitely have plans to make more than one with yarn that I have on hand already. So there are just so many amazing benefits to being a part of the make along, and I did end up watching the video tutorials for this, and it really helped me see, because I think if I would have just read it, well, no, I know because I was reading it, I was like, oh yeah, this could be a little bit confusing, and so let me just watch the video. And honestly, the videos made it so easy. There are Zoom sessions that help you with your project with some of the crochet and knitting teachers just to help you along. There's also a lot of community Zoom sessions too that they do. There are so many amazing benefits to the make along. Truly, it is such an awesome experience. So I highly recommend it if it's something you would like to do. Let's go ahead and dive into the fall 2023 make along designs. So first up is the Willow Cardi that's designed by Laurel Gerbitz. This is actually the one that I was planning on making. I think I've changed my mind now, but this is such a beautiful, beautiful cardigan. I will certainly be making this possibly with some scrap yarn or something. It's worked flat and in one piece, and it's worked horizontally, and then it's just a feather and fan lace pattern. This design is just amazing. Now they use the Spun Cloud Light yarn and also some Serenity Boucle yarn. Both of these yarns are super cool. Spun Cloud Light is actually a newer yarn for knit collage, and I think I used it on, yes, I used it for my stockings. And I'm trying to think if I've used it for another pattern, but I don't think so. I made this crochet heart for it. Oops. Let's see how this goes because I have to make sure that I don't lose my place. It is a beautiful yarn. It's just a lighter version of the Spun Cloud yarn. And then of course the Serenity Boucle I've used a ton of times, and I love that yarn. It comes in so many amazing colors. I love the colors that this one is here on the model, but it would be so cool to see it in all sorts of different colors. So this is a super cool one. And like I said, the one I thought I was going to choose, but I'll tell you the reason why I chose the one that I did in a little bit. I'll definitely be making this one in the future with some of my scraps. I just know it. Next up is the Willow Wrap Cardi. It's also designed by Laura Gerbitz, and this one is so, so cool. Even though I'm pretty sure I said that about the last one, but this one wraps around like a wrap, but then also has sleeves, so it's almost like a sweater. I really think I'll end up making this one at some point as well. You can wear it a couple of different ways, and it's just such a neat design. You also use the Spun Cloud Light and also the Serenity Boucle yarn with this design, and so this is an awesome option too. Now, how pretty is this section right here? I love this kind of coral color with this copper. I just think it is so pretty. Isn't that so pretty? I just love it so much. So next up is the Dumpling Bag by Vanessa Reyes. Now, this one I made for the last make along, so for the spring make along. Eyelet part. Here is my base right here, my macrame base. I am happy with the macrame base. It is such a cute bag. It was so popular that they decided to do it again. And so this is a great crochet project. It's really easy. It works up quickly. Definitely recommend this. Next up is the Rhinebeck Cardi by Cheryl Kubat. Y'all, this is such a statement piece. It is so beautiful. I also love this one. I just don't know how much I would wear it with the collar. I really love the collar. I love it so much, especially the one that has lots of different types of yarn in it. And the cool part about this collar is that it's detachable, so you don't have to wear it all the time. If you're wanting to make a statement, then you can definitely wear it. So this one is beautiful. It's knit in the garter stitch and the texture is amazing. When I was watching the video from Amy Small about all of the different designs, the texture of this sweater was just so beautiful and I really love it. I mean, who knows? I might make this one as well. This is always what I say every single time. I'm sure if you've watched any of my other make along videos, I'm like, oh yes, I'll make this, I'll make this. And I do try to make at least a couple of the designs. I try to get one with the kit and then I try to make one with some yarn that I have on hand. I'm sure you've heard me say that quite a few times, but I do love this one as well. Next up are the bonus designs. This is actually the one that I'm going to be making this time around. Well, this one plus maybe some other ones with scrap yarn. But this is the Happy Dance Cardi and it's designed by Amy Small, who is the owner and founder of Knit Collage. It is so cute, and the reason why I decided to go with this one, well, there's a couple of reasons, but the main reason why I wanted to go with this one is because I really wanted to try the new Happy Dance yarn. So this yarn is so pretty. It has all sorts of stuff in it, and my favorite Knit Collage yarns are the ones that have little trims in them, especially the ones that are hand spun, and then you have little crocheted flowers, or you have little neon touches. Those are my favorite yarns. So Dreamland and then Daisy Chain is also another favorite of mine, and I'm so excited to try this new Happy Dance yarn. I've never tried it. I don't know what color yet I'm going to choose. You'll just have to wait and see, and of course I'll make a video for that as well. I think this cardi is just an easy cardi that will be so cute to layer. I'm excited to try different ways to style it. Even though I was really intrigued by both the willow wrap and the willow cardi, I just could not resist trying a new Knit Collage yarn. So I'm very excited about this one and I cannot wait to get started on it. My cat has come to join us as usual. He's almost always in all of these videos. He does make it a little bit difficult to knit with. He doesn't mind with the yarn all over him. But if it's something for me, I don't mind because I don't mind getting cat hair on it, but I just want to make sure that I don't get cat hair on any gifts or anything. And so when it comes to that, it can be a little bit challenging for him to sit in my lap. But I always love a lap kitty and they are perfect for knitting. He is a fun little knitting buddy. So next up on the bonus designs is the Desert Highway Cardi. This is a super cute sweater. It's a mixture of knitting and crochet. It's got these beautiful hexagon granny squares on the back. And if you love a granny square like me, then this is a great option. You can use lots of different Knit Collage yarns, which is super cool. I really love the back of this. I just think that the detail is really great. This is designed by Julia Norris. And then also this last design is the Desert Highway Scarf. So this is a great option too if you really want to be a part of the make along, but you're just not sure if you want to make a garment. This is a great option and it is so cool. This is all crochet, but it is seamed in a really cool way. I always love these scarves, but y'all, I just do not wear scarves. You know, each year I'm like, am I going to be wearing scarves this year? I don't know, because I really have some cute scarves and I, you know, want to make some and design some more. But for some reason, a scarf is just not what I go to. I'm just much more of a beanie gal. So anyway, this one is super cute too. And if you are really into scarves and really into those accessories, I think this is a great option. Thank you guys so much for joining me while I learned Entrelac and we went over the fall 2023 Knit Collage make along designs. I hope you guys enjoyed finding out what they were, and I hope you also enjoyed joining me on my Entrelac journey. I definitely recommend it as a super cool knitting technique if you've never tried it before. I can see a lot of Entrelac in my future. There's actually a pillow also during that make along, and I think I will probably end up making that too with some scraps that I have on hand. But I've really enjoyed it. I absolutely love the way that it's turning out. I'm going to try to insert some clips here of my progress. I'm going to try to get a few more colors in so that you can kind of see even more of the basket weave. Well, y'all, this is as far as I have gotten. I really wanted to get a little bit more done, but I love the way that it is turning out. I did end up running out of some yarn, so I had to figure out another solution. I ran out of this daisy chain in Natural Aura, I believe was the name of that. And so I just used some of my leftover, I think it's Bernat Forever Fleece, and then I had also some fun little specialty yarn here that I've had for a while, and I put it in some other projects, but I held those two together, so I thought it made a cute transition here. And then I've got more yarn for the next portion of this sweater, but that's as far as I've gotten right now. I have separated for the sleeves, so I've separated the front and the back. And so now I'll be working Entrelac flat. And overall, you guys, I just really love this technique. And I love the way it looks. It gives so much visual interest. And I just think it is the coolest stitch pattern. I am very, very happy with it. And I know I'm going to try it some more. So if you are wanting to try Entrelac, I say go for it. It really is not that difficult. You may have to learn a couple of new things, but it's pretty straightforward. What's really cool is that you're working in the round, but then you're also working these rectangles and triangles back and forth. So you're kind of working in the round and then also flat. And then now that I'm separating for the sleeves, I'll just be working flat. But honestly, with the teachable tutorials from the make along, it has been so easy to learn. So I definitely recommend it if you are wanting to try Entrelac. So much fun to knit. Honestly, it is just such a different and unique technique. Let me know in the comments below which make-along design was your favorite, and also if you plan on joining in this time. I cannot wait to get started on my Happy Dance Cardi and also share with you guys the color that I chose. Don't worry, I will definitely share my finished Harley sweater with you guys in a later video, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you want to join in all the knitting and crochet fun here on my channel, then definitely hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!